You ready to hear about the latest trend in fragrances? Well, you know what to do.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Welcome back, NYC Fragrance family. Here we are with another video. If you saw by the title, the newest trend in fragrances. What do we want to call them? I like to call them hybrids. One brand calls it their concept series, the other brand calls it blended inspirations, or blendspirations. Be correct about that. I like this trend because it's almost like we talk so much about cloning and so on and so forth. Is this still really considered to be a clone? That is food for thought, right? So I have two fragrances here. The ones that appealed to me the most when I saw that they were coming out, and I said I have to smell them, and I blind bought both of them, and you know what? Not disappointed at all. These are what you call guilty pleasures, without a doubt. So the first one is from the House of Alexandria, and it is none other than their version of Tuscan Leather and Creed Aventus, which is Tuscan King. Now Tuscan King combines, like I said, Tom Ford Tuscan Leather with Creed Aventus. It's got pineapple, birch, leather, raspberry, musk, black currant, apple, ambergris, suede, saffron, and amber. And let me tell you something. Let's see how this sprays first. Decent, wide, a little sticky, but it comes to be expected from these bottles. They're not like very expensive bottles. They try to get this out at the best price that they can, and cutting some costs, sometimes that's what happens. So here it is in the air. So right off the bat, what do I smell? I smell as if there were two people in a room, one wearing Tuscan Leather and the other one wearing Creed Aventus, and they're all standing next to me, and I could smell them both at the same time. That's what I'm getting from this one. If you're fans of both fragrances, this is a no-brainer. It is really good, man. I'm going to tell you, if you like those fragrances, I'm going to say it again, you cannot go wrong with this. It is a guilty pleasure. I do have, though, a niche fragrance that is near and dear to my heart, that I really, truly enjoy, that I don't really want to mention at the moment. I'm going to review it later. That does smell like this. So those of you that I have in my inner circle that I would trust to have this conversation with, I'll let you know what that is. But I don't want to make that as a public announcement at this point. But it's very similar. It gives me the similar type of vibe because it's leathery and it has pineapple. It's not exactly like this, but it's close. So this would be something that I would wear to save that bottle. Or just wear it because I think it's good. So, duafragrances, theirs are the concept series, and they've been knocking them out the last couple of days, and the past week I've seen a couple more come out. I believe they blended one with Elixir, and I think they blended another one with Virgin Island water. I'm not a big fan of Virgin Island water, let's keep that straight. And the reason why I'm not a big fan is because the coconut is too prominent for me, and I'm not huge when it comes to coconut. I'm not a huge fan of coconut fragrances. I like it subtly in there, but I don't like it to be the forward note. So for me, those aren't as appealing. Now, the Dua people, if you're listening, maybe an Aventus and Royal Oud. That is a combo that I really like. Maybe I know it's been done, but an Aventus and Green Irish Tweed work phenomenally as well. Enough said. Anyway, so their fragrance, and I happen to just get it. And I bought it because I was watching a review by my friend Cubano, and he went on and he was jazzed up about it and just made it sound so good, and I said I have to get it. Baccarat Rouge 540 and Aventus, how can it go wrong? And guess what? It doesn't. The fragrance from Dua is called Casino Elixir, and it combines Baccarat Rouge 540 EXT with Creed Aventus. There's a distribution on this one. That actually is an upgrade. That's sprayed pretty damn good there. This one has a plethora of notes in it. We're talking pineapple, apple, bergamot, blackcurrant, almond, saffron, birch, jasmine grandiflorum, cedarwood, amber, ambergris, amberwood, patchouli, and oak moss. You know what? That saffron note and that almond note from the Baccarat Rouge formula, and then you throw in that juicy pineapple that this has. Oh man, it's like really juicy. Like the pineapple comes in, blends in with that saffron, and then you get that birch tone in the back and that nice ambergris and the dry, on the dry down, and that slight mossiness. This is definitely, again, another guilty pleasure. And people layer these fragrances. So what does anybody want in a relationship from their partner? That the other partner is listening, right? The other partner listens and pays attention. It's a good relationship. And that's what these two companies have done. They listen to things that go on around them in the community. They probably heard, oh, well, people combine these two fragrances as layers. Light bulb, why don't I take these two fragrances, blend them together, and create a very exciting concoction? These, as you know, these two fragrance houses carry their fragrances at a relatively affordable price. The quality that they put into their fragrances is right there. So you can't go wrong. So the hybrids, from what I can see, are the new hot thing in fragrances. What are your thoughts on these hybrids? What are your thoughts on these two houses? What fragrances from these houses do you have? Leave some comments below. I'd like to see what you guys have to say. Remember to like and definitely subscribe so that I can grow the NYC Fragrances family. And always remember, if you smell good, you feel good. Have a nice day.